Alright guys, what is going on? Oink here, and today of course is seasonal trial day, so today we have my picks for trials number 53, time trial and drift trial of course. In time trial 53 we've got a 600 performance points GT500 race and a 550 performance points non-race car. In the drift trials we have got a racing cars drift and quite simply a non-racing cars drift. So start off then with the GT500 race. You guys all know what my favourite GT500 cars is, but I thought I'd mix it up a bit this time, so I've gone with the NSX Takata Dome. Of course, a premium as usual. I always bring you guys premium cars for these selections. These are my settings real quick here. You guys can take a look if you're interested. The setup wasn't the best. I was finding the car oversteered a fair amount, and so I was having to be really careful on the accelerator and whatnot. But I mean, I got the time done. It wasn't the best time, but I was a little short on time for this video, so I didn't bother trying to really improve my time after I got the gold for it. But these settings will help you get gold, of course. Just basically keep your lines really smooth. This was actually quite a tricky time to get gold, at least for me. Like I said, I wasn't driving the best and the tune wasn't perfect. But just get your apexes right, keep it nice and smooth. Try not to oversteer too much and, you know, over-rotate the car through the corners on the exits, things like that. Just, you know, nice and cautious on the accelerator. Don't whip the steering around too much. Brake nice and early as well, by the way. On these hard tyres, they don't warm up that quickly after just one lap, so yeah, that's about it really. Keep it nice and smooth. You can see I get in a 151.8, so just snuck in there, but it got the job done, get the gold. Move on to 550 performance points non-racing car. The main thing with this is that you have to use comfort soft tyres, which are highly unforgiving. I've gone with the GTR Spec V, tuned down somewhat. Obviously take those comfort tyres, 7 and 5 on the brakes. Again, I'll just show you quickly my tune. Again, I didn't spend too much time on this one. I think it may even been basically one of my tunes from when I was using it previously. And I wouldn't really recommend doing that, because when you use comfort tyres, it really does change a lot about how the car is going to handle. So, you know, if I'd spent a bit more time, would have changed it. But I mean, with the GTR, it really wasn't that hard. I found with the comfort soft tyres, taking a rear wheel drive was a bit of a pain, just because it oversteered like crazy. There's just no grip coming out the exits, and so four wheel drive just, you know, makes it easy. GTRs are generally pretty solid cars, you know, easy to handle. Just make sure you brake nice and early. Like I said, these comfort tyres really are unforgiving, and they have very little grip, so make sure you're braking really early. You might need to take this course just a couple of times just to find your braking points and whatnot, because really it's kind of weird how, you know, trying to remember that you have to brake so far in advance. Anyway, I get a 132.8, so nice and easy in the gold time there. That wasn't so tricky with the GTR. Move on to the drift trials then. This is a racing car drift. I've gone with the D1GP Blitz, whatever it is, just because I saw it there and I thought, whatever, take it. Yeah, it's for drifting, you know, that's what the car was built for, so, you know, why not take that one. And those are the settings there. Again, I didn't really change too much, I just kind of got it and jumped in and started driving, and it worked okay. You know, the drift trials are never that hard to get gold. It's more about the leaderboards I find with these ones. I don't know, I'm not the best at drifting, as you can see by this replay. You know, it wasn't picture perfect, and I definitely could have improved this way more than what I actually got. But again, like I said, I got the gold and I was a little short on time, so you know, as long as I can show you guys you know, what works for gold, I think that's the important thing. But yeah, you guys experiment. Be sure to always leave down in the comments what you used, or anything that you had fun with or struggled with or anything like that. It'd be interesting to hear. You know, these aren't by any means the perfect cars to use. This is just my picks. That's the whole idea. The picks of the week, just what I picked for these events. You can see there, I get a 15,900. That's an alright score, well above the gold. But you know, it wasn't the best on the leaderboards. And next we've got Autumn Ring. And this is the non-racing car drift. I love this Cobra. I mean, this thing drifts. You know, you don't even have to do anything, and it will start drifting. You know, with the comfort tyres. I think I've gone with comfort softs on this, just because it's just a little bit more grip, because it's got that weight. It's got a bit of extra weight than most other cars, because it's quite an old one. Look at it, it just slides. I'm barely doing anything, and it's just sliding all over the place. So this is one of the first cars I ever drifted with on Gran Turismo 5 when they first started doing drift trials, and that absolutely sucked. I used this car. That was good fun. You can see here. Oh god, terrible, absolutely terrible. Whatever. Get 9.3, so 1,000 over gold again. Not too tricky. That's my picks for this week's seasonals, number 52 or 3. I can't even remember now. Hope you enjoy this. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.